Now after the last run, these tyres were really good, being truggified, but they are very heavy, so I will go back to these lighter wheels. These are a lot lighter and they work well enough. So I'm going to swap them back over, but the motor got super hot again. I will be, like I said in the video, changing it out to a better motor once I've decided what I want to fit. I think I'll go Steve's route at Shen RC and go 550. We got room to fit one, plus it'll have the cooling part hanging out a bit more. So, but what I'm going to do now is take this back part off and look into drilling the gearbox. So I'm going to get this all stripped off and then we'll talk from there. Now I'm already running the 17 tooth pinion, so I haven't got it geared up or anything, so I will stay with the 17, so it shows it don't like the bigger wheels with the overheating, and the gearing is off, so even adding more power I would not put a 19 tooth in, but it should make it run better. Now looking at the gearbox case, we've got this area and to here, and I won't drill below there, but I'm thinking of here, a couple of holes, there, 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 but it's trying to work it out so we're not too much in a straight line, like a zigzag possibly. So this will be the start point here, and probably there, and then there. So I've got to decide how big I'm going to go with the holes. Not major big, but anything to let a bit more air, and it'll work better with the 55 turn. Not 55 turn, the 550 motor I'm going to pick. So I'm going to put some tape on and mark out some holes, and then we'll get drilling. Now I've added quite a few holes to the rear. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that's as far as I'm going to go. I'm not going to go mad. And I've run them in with a 1mm pin drill to start the holes. Now it's the stage of drilling them all out with bigger drills up to a size where I'm happy. So we don't need the masking tape anymore because we've got the pilot holes. But drilling this plastic, don't go mad. Literally a small increase in size at a time, and don't go any more than that. Now I've gone up to 4mm on this edge here, as big as I'm daring to go, and I might put an extra hole in, but even with measuring it, trying to keep it straight, you can go off slightly with the drill, but it's not for looks, it's for use. Now the only thing is the holes look a bit grotty, so I'm just going to run a countersunk drill very gently, just to tidy it up. And this will be it. You know, the holes are done. That one I can't get to. So what I'll do is, no, it's too large. I'm going to try and do it with a drill bit gently. You've got to be very gentle. There we go. If you go slightly too mad pushing, you'll go straight through the box. Now we've got to make sure it's all cleared out inside and try and clean off some of the swarf. There's not much. So the thing is, you can't get the countersunk inside, which is a pain. But run a knife across them and it'll take some of the stuff off until you're happy. And there we go. The gearbox is as drilled as far as I'm going. Let's put it all back together. Now the upgrades have come in for the DT04. There's the 17 tooth pinion, steel, and an Tamiya motor. Which the only thing is, when I brought it I didn't realise, quite a stumpy output shaft. Let's hope that's long enough. Let's have a look first. Because also, very short motor wires, so I've dug up a couple of longer leads I saved from a broken motor. We'll put those on as well. And of course the post office has totally bent one of the tabs over, typically. Partly the Model Sport's fault, because I only put it in a jiffy bag and motors get bashed. So I'm not pleased. But hopefully it does fit. But before I start doing stuff, let's have a look. It might be alright. Let's find it. Let's have a look. Now I prefer when motors have a longer shaft, because you can always swap them yourself. But it might just be me. Let's have a look. No, it is the same length. Well, I'll be. Well, let's swap these leads over first and then we'll proceed. There we go. New wires on the Thrust Eco 15. Let's put it in. Oh wait. There is one thing I'm missing. The gasket. Well, I'll be. I've got it to line up. Just got to get the other one to line up. There we go. Let's put the spur back on and line up the gear. Yeah, it's I don't know whether the motor is slightly deeper on the collar, but it seems alright. Now with the pinion, which I will add some thread lock, being still. I've just lost the grab screw inside the thread lock. Now the pinion can go on. I better put it the right way. Yeah, I'm having trouble with the pinion. It is very close to the end. So we're going to have to put it all the way in. Almost. There we go, that's the pinion fitted. Just better add a little bit of grease to it, being a fresh one. To do that. And we're good to go. So all I've got to do is put the cover back on, make sure the motor runs in the right direction, because we've got different colours. Got red, black and red now instead of yellow and green, and we should be good to go. And so next time out it will be out with the new motor, and hopefully we're quicker, the acceleration's a bit better with the car, and we sort of sort out that overheating issue with all the work we've done. And that'll be it.